Hello, hello! My name is Callista and welcome back to Pentiment. In the last episode, Brigitte told us a massive secret about well, I guess that's the thing. This isn't Martin. This is a man called Jobst Faber. Now, I did look up the name, and it's derived from the biblical character Job. So I do believe it would be Jobst rather than Jobst. Yet Jobst and Martin, they were criminals together, stealing and robbing, and Martin was killed. Jobst decided, you know what, I don't want to live this life no more. Me and Martin look alike, so I'm going to return to his family and take his place. It is interesting. Hello, Andreas. Okay, so we can't confront him on that. I mean, on one hand, I'm iffy. I'm iffy on whether Jobst would commit murder or not. At the same time, I don't want to accuse him, because we literally got Brigitte's father killed in Act 1. I'd feel so shitty if I killed her father and then I killed her husband, who is a good man. He's doing right by her. She's pregnant with his kid. I've got to be honest, I don't think Andreas would want to accuse Jobst. Whether or not we get evidence of Jobst's guilt, I don't think Andreas would want to see it. Because it would feel like a personal slight on Brigitte. We have fucked over her family so much. It makes me nervous. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Hedy. Hello, hi, Hans. Oh, okay. Andreas, you and me need to talk. All right, what's on your mind, do we? All right, what's on your mind? Why are you helping the abbot? You know what he's been doing to our families. Because he's innocent. Peter is threatening the entire abbey, not just the abbey. That's the thing. To be brutally honest, I don't really give a shit about Gurno. It's the other monks I give a shit about. Peter is threatening the entire abbey, not just the abbot. I suppose you do have some friendliness with them. Those monks never did any good by me or my family. By my measure, they've done a lot of harm. I understand your anger towards the abbot, but the monks don't deserve to die. Do you really think that burning down the abbey will make things better? At the end of the day, they're innocent. They're doing what the abbot is telling them to. They don't have any say in the taxes or none of that. Whether or not the relic is locked up. Well, to be fair, Matthew does. Matthew does, because he's the guy in charge of the reliquary. And he advised Gurno, I think we should lock this up because this doesn't seem safe. But Adok, Lucas, Volkbert, Florian, they have nothing to do with any of this. I understand your anger towards the abbot, but the monks don't deserve to die. And what do we deserve, Andreas? To starve? When's the last time you went hungry, Andreas? In the last month, I count more lean days than full. If it weren't for Ulrich's charity, we wouldn't have had any bread at all this week. I'm sorry, Johan, but I have to do this. Then the abbot should answer for it, but not by burning the abbey down, saying that the abbot absolutely should stand for this, because it's the whole reason why the abbot was doing this. The whole reason for Gurno's actions is that he thought the abbey was losing money because Guy was in charge of all the expenses and Guy was embezzling funds. Why wasn't Gurno taking a personal oversight? If you're getting in all of these taxes and your situation is just as dire, surely someone with common sense is going to go, hang on a minute. I've increased the taxes tenfold. Our expenses have remained the same, and yet we have less money in our coffers. What's that about? What's going on here? I should check these records personally. Why did Gurno just assume, oh yeah, Guy, like, let him handle it? Guy's being honest. Gurno should have double-checked. Gurno should have kept an eye on things. Then the abbot should answer for it, but not by burning the abbey down. All right, you know what? If you're dead set on this, I think I can point you towards someone. What? Really? Why would you do that? Ooh. I'm going to assume he's going to point the finger towards Guy. What? Really? Yes, really. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why are you pointing the finger at Martin? Or Jobs? I'm probably going to keep calling him Martin. I was certain he'd point the finger at Guy. I was certain. It's my nephew, Martin. Martin? Really? Why? Oh? Yeah, just play dumb. Play dumb. Martin? Really? Why? Oh, people are figuring it out. Because I don't think he's who he says he is. I don't think he's Martin at all. Why do you think that? We all see what we want to see here, Andreas. The things we don't want to see, we ignore it as long as we can, for everyone's sake. This is who I think it is, yes. Sir? You fucking scumbag. I am disgusted by this man. I am disgusted by this man. She is the same age as your daughter. Fuck. Me throat. You did this to me, Johan. You did this to me. I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm going to cut through all the coughing. I just choked on my own spit. I just choked on my own spit. It went down the wrong pipe. Oh. I'ma take a sip. 1 second. This is why I keep water handy. This man sickens me for a few reasons. One, in Act 1, he was oh so moral. Oh so moral. Oh yeah, Andreas, you're an unmarried man. You can't be inside the same house with all of the ladies during the spinning bee. Like, I won't have any of their honor besmirched, yada yada yada. Then we learn he's cheating on his wife with Kat. Bearing in mind they're all the same family. I don't know how they're related, but, like, they're family. They're family. And now he's saying, like, oh yeah, Eva with her pretty blonde hair. She is the same age as your daughter. She is the same age as your daughter. I don't think large age gaps are inherently bad in a relationship. To be honest, I think they're completely normal. My parents have a large age gap. Over 10 years. They have over 10 years between them. To me, relationships with large age gaps are the norm. Relationships where it's like, oh yeah, we were born in the same year. I'm like, that's fucking weird. That's weird. Because I didn't grow up seeing that. I did not grow up around that. I don't think large age gaps in relationships are inherently weird. What I find weird is when someone has a kid and they get with someone who is the same age or younger as their child. That I find fucking weird. That I find fucking weird. If they don't have a kid, if a 50-year-old gets with a 25-year-old, I'm like, that's a big age gap. But like, if everyone's consenting and there's no like manipulation going on here, if it's a case like 50-year-old dating a 25-year-old and they've got a 25-year-old kid, I'm like, that's fucking weird. That's not right. That's not normal. This man is scum. This man is actually scum. I do not like him. You know, I think... This is the most offensive character in the game to me. This is the most offensive because he is so self-righteous. He is so self-righteous. And all the while, he's having an affair and he's sleazing on young women who are the same age as his kid. That's fucked up. And he'll have seen Eva grow up. That's fucking weird as well. That's doubly weird. As I said, 50-year-old with a 25-year-old, whatever. A 50-year-old who watched that 25-year-old grow up, who potentially held her in his arms when she was a baby. No, that's fucked. That is actually fucked. You are self-righteous scum, sir. You are abhorrent. I don't say anything about Eva's pretty blonde hair. George doesn't say anything about my daughter's friendship with Brigitte. Brigitte and Kat don't say anything about Martin. Strong Martin, hard-working Martin, faithful Martin. Time can change a boy into a very different man. So you think he's an imposter because he's too good? Do you have any evidence? As I said, I think... Me personally, I'm on the fence as to whether Martin could have done it. Because he might go away to prison for a short while. If it was discovered that he's really Jobst and he's not Martin and he's nicked his identity, he might go to prison for a little while. Why commit murder when the punishment for murder is death? That is daft. That is not smart. Oh, I'm at risk of going to prison, therefore I'll do something which means I'm now at risk of being killed. That isn't logical. So I think it's unlikely, but we might find evidence that, like, oh shit, maybe Otto had more stuff on Martin. Maybe Otto had even more shit on him. And it wasn't just the fact that he's really Jobst. It's something else. Something that you would actually kill for. I'm on the fence. To be honest, I think Andreas is like, he didn't do it because I killed her dad and I don't want to kill her husband. I am going to be willfully blind to Martin because I have fucked with this girl's family enough. I've had bad karma for killing her dad. I don't want even more bad karma for killing her husband, who is a good man. So you think he's an imposter because he's too good? I like that. My brother was a true arsehole. Dickhead. So that's his sister-in-law. Okay, that's his sister-in-law. I just... The thing with his brother, what was he called? France? Something like that. It ended in a Z, I'm pretty sure. You got the feeling that he realised he was an arsehole. As I said, this guy, he's so sanctimonious. So sanctimonious. I won't have you besmirching the honour of none of these girls. Meanwhile, I'm cheating on my wife and I'm eyeing up women that could be my daughter. Like, no. I'm no Saint Andreas, but my brother was a true arsehole. His son was even worse. At least France was strong and worked hard. There was not a bit of good in Martin when he left. So yes, I think he's an imposter because he's almost as good as my nephew was bad. Time can change a boy into a very different man. Do you have any evidence? I'm going to dispose of it. Do you have any evidence? No, just suspicion and a reason to not trust the man. When the abbot decided to give us old okay. When the abbot decided to give us old Rannig Kemper's land, there was a fee we had to pay. We needed to expand. I was going to say expend? Expend what? We needed to expand. My brother and I couldn't say no. So the land went to both of us. And after France's death, a portion went to Martin. That doesn't sound like the worst thing. No, it wouldn't be if Martin hadn't brought up the idea of selling off the lease. That or parceling it out to other families. It gets complicated, but he'd be putting my land on the other side of someone else's. Okay. Okay, so just, I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. Okay, so we have Widow Kemper's land. She's Widow Kemperin technically, but Attilia. We have Attilia's land. It's in between Johan's farm and France's farm. If I'm understanding it correctly, then France got the land that's next to Johan's, and Johan got the land that's right up against the forest? That seems like an odd way of doing it. I mean, then again, they're like, oh, we're brothers, we're family, it doesn't matter. And now Martin is saying, hey, I want to parcel off some of my land. And now Johan's saying, well, that means I'd have to go across someone else's land to get to my shit. Why not? Why didn't you take the lands that's close? I'm sorry, I ding my mic, my apologies. Why didn't you take the land that was closest to your farm and France take the land that was right next to the forest? That would make more sense. Y'all did not parcel this out very well in the beginning. It gets complicated, but he'd be putting my land on the other side of someone else's. This whole arrangement works because we hold the land together. You know what the mob will do if they find out Martin's an imposter. Do you really think Martin, whoever he is, killed Otto? Oh. Yeah, this gives reason for Martin to kill Johan. This doesn't give any motive for Martin to kill Otto. Both of these kind of confirm. I mean, here's the thing. If they find out that Martin is an imposter, they're so frenzied. There is this general air of paranoia. Everyone's looking at everyone. You know, the abbot's got them all jumbled and messed up. Right now they have the certainty of, like, we are the mob, we are Union. If they discover that one of their own isn't who they think it is, I'm going to be brutally honest, I think he'd get lynched. I think he'd get lynched. Because now this is betrayal from within. I can guess what they'll do. I can guess what they'll do. Do you really think Martin, whoever he is, killed Otto? I think it's possible. If he can sleep with another man's wife and steal his land, maybe he could be a killer too. Alright, I'll consider it. Good. Dude, you could be saying this because you don't want him to sell off the land. If I remember correctly from Act 1, the whole reason why Attilia couldn't keep the land is because she was a woman. If Martin gets lynched, that means the land can't go to Kat or Brigitte. Unless Brigitte has a son. And that's a baby. Like, what's a baby gonna do with land? Like, you could be throwing him under the bus because that way the land would all return to you and you'd get everything. I don't trust this. Now then, hello, Peter. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Big George. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. And little Ursula. Hello, Andreas. Oh, you doing all right, darling? I hope so. I like Ursula. She's a cute kid. Now, that's the thought. I never checked. I doubt I can. Can I go in here? No, it is locked. Okay, good stuff. Now then, I would assume that Eva will probably be in her own home. She should be with family. She should be with family. Andreas, how did you get caught up in another murder? Bad luck. I'm not trying to do it, I swear. Maybe God wants me to solve murders instead of making art. Bad luck. Better than poor Otto. Listen, Andreas, I can't talk any sense into Peter. I understand he's angry. We're all angry, but threatening the abbot? Burning down the abbey? The Duke's soldiers will tear this town apart. I'm doing what I can, Andreas. If Peter won't listen to you, what makes you think I carry any more weight with him? Well, maybe Peter might have some respect for us. Like, we were very friendly with his family, but then again, Andreas is... They see each other all the time. Andreas is probably more of a family friend than we are. I am curious what Andreas would say to this. If Peter won't listen to you, what makes you think I carry any more weight with him? I don't know. You lived with the man. I'm just worried. Worried for all of us. I understand. I'll talk to you later, Andreas. Until then... Yeah, it's... I worry. I worry because... As I was saying before, right now the mob is united. There's this sense of paranoia, but it's all directed towards the abbot and the abbey. If they find out, oh, one of us isn't who we think they are, there's going to be a lynching. If we say, oh, it was a monk, that's just going to make the mob go, we were right, let's set everything on fire. That's going to encourage them. It can't be between the two. There have to be more suspects. Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, Till. Oh my... One, I'm sorry your husband is dead. Two, I'm sorry that a man you've known ever since you were a little girl is perving on you. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Oh, Andreas. I'm so sorry, Eva. Are you all right? No, she's just lost her husband. I'm so sorry, Eva. I knew something like this would happen. He believed in what you were doing. I know we were doing the right thing, but Andreas, I was so scared. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm sure your family can help you, Eva. We'll get through this, all of us. It's hard to deal with death that's so sudden. And she has a strong familial unit. She has her dad who... Peter's a bit rough around the edges. He can be rather hostile. I don't doubt that he would do anything for his daughter. I don't doubt that he would go through hell and back if Eva required it. And Clara, I'm sure Clara loves her. Big George, Ursula. She has an extremely strong familial unit. I'm sure your family can help you, Eva. They have enough problems without needing to take care of me. That's what family's for, love. And a baby. Oh. I'm sorry, Andreas. I'm just so tired. It's all right. Maybe we could come back later and share a meal together. Yes, I think that would help. Later, then. Until then. Okay, so we can have dinner with Eva. I think I'll probably do that. I don't know what kind of evidence she might be able to tell us about the head. Ignore the head. But she needs the company. She needs the company right now, bless her. Now, we can go into the Druckers. Where is... Oh, hello. Hello, Magdalene. Bah! Okay. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Klaus. I hope your friends are doing okay. Yeah, nothing over here. Okay, come on. Out we go. And for, oh god, next up is... hello. You two know anything? Andreas, enjoy the bonfire. Up until the murder, I suppose. No, I'm not quite accustomed to these rural traditions. Not as much as you did. Up until the murder, I suppose. They only seem to happen when you're here. What are you doing back here anyway? I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero. I don't need your permission to visit us at all. We've told her before. I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Why? He can't hear you. He's gone. I believe he can hear me for my own sake, I suppose. For my own sake, I suppose. All right, I understand that. Stupid, but I understand it. Can't imagine why anyone would come to Tassing unless they were desperate. Are you related to Agnes? Go back far enough, then I suppose so, but no, not really. Around the time you got her husband killed, I lost my own... We've heard this before. That bastard, the abbot, took it from me. Agnes took me in so we could help each other. We are sisters in widowed misery. I didn't get Lucky killed. Glad I could help. This sounds like a wonderful home. I'm gonna pick the same things I did last time. This sounds like a wonderful home. It was fine until you arrived. Do you know anything about Otto's murder? All right, well, I'll see. I mean, she was there. She was present. Not at the rat house, but she was dicking about. Do you know anything about Otto's murder? No. Why would I? And why do you care? I'm just asking. You never know who might have seen or heard something. I don't want to see Peter and the other peasants burn down the abbey. That'll set her off. I'm just asking. You never know who might have seen or heard something. Well, I haven't. Are we done? Yes, until later. Fine. Okay, Attilia. Oh, hello! Hello! I was like, who the hell is this? It's Klaus's friend. Okay. Oh, we've got blood. Okay. Andreas, I can't talk right now. I need to watch over Rachel. Yep, fair. Sorry for interrupting, madam. Alrighty then. Now, I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we'll head into the bakery. And with that, all we have is Northtown. So I think once we've done all of this, we'll have spoken to everyone. We can make a start on something that will actually push time forwards. Ooh, I'm gonna have a think about that. But that will have to wait until next time. So, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.